Hi everybody, it's Stephanie. It's Wednesday, March 2nd. Did I just say that right? March 2nd? It feels like New Year's was just the other day, doesn't it? This is the way time flies. If you're not out there enjoying your life in this beautiful, magnificent weather, and you're cooped up in a house and going back and forth to work and not making any plans to do anything after work, then time seems like it's just going out the window. So anyways, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers and also those visitors that just might be checking out my channel for the first time. If you guys find something that resonates with you, then please consider to hit that subscribe key and that top bell so you get all future notifications of my upload. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so what's been going on? I haven't posted any new video in 3 days. I'll tell you what's going on. Temptation. Sometimes temptation is just knocking at your door. If there's something I want really, really bad, and it all depends when the temptation is just knocking on my door. For example, if I'm in bed and I can't sleep and I'm tossing and I'm turning, do you know what I do? I go on my phone and I stop browsing ads. Okay? I might purchase something that I otherwise would not purchase if I went to bed and fell asleep quick and had a good night's sleep. No. But what I do is, because I can't sleep, I go on my phone, I go to the internet, and I start browsing things that are interesting. And then the mind starts to working. Hey, that's a good deal. Before you know it, I've made a purchase of $100. That didn't happen last night. Okay? That didn't happen last night, although I didn't sleep. Temptation challenges a lot of people. Like I said, I'm not going to purchase my favorite little sports car that I sold, which I now regret. Temptation. Sometimes I found myself looking at some good purchasing deals on that sports car. And the more you start looking at those things that you like, the more likely that you'll forget about your principles and your plans. Like I said, I won't purchase anything if I go to bed because I can't sleep. Okay? Sometimes the mind overrides your plans and your principles. And your mind tells you, well, let's look at your budget. Maybe you can squeeze it in there somewhere. No. Whether you can or you can't, stick by your ideas. Okay? Like I said, when that car comes around, I'm ready to buy it, I will. But I want to sink down a hefty down payment on it. Right now, I don't have it. So I can't take it out of my savings. I can't take it out of my main income to do it. I have to locate a part-time job or save when I can to get it, because it's not something important. It's not something that I need. It's a want, not a need. It's like, for example, some weekends I might go to the mall on a nice little stroll. I take a nice shower. I get dressed up really nice. I'm smelling good. I'm feeling very, very good. It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit towards the evening, and I've done most things I wanted to do, but I'm thinking that a walk in a mall and just browsing or window shopping is harmless. If you go grocery shopping, for example, and you haven't had supper yet, okay, and you're hungry, most likely junk food or anything you feel like eating other than what you need to buy for groceries will land on your shopping cart. Yep. So when I go grocery shopping, I have supper before I go. I eat. Okay. When you go shopping, grocery shopping on an empty stomach, you're hungry, everything looks good. So you buy those things that are not even on the list. Tell me that's not true. It's true. And now I got to confess to you. Because I'm still looking at cars, well, I actually shouldn't be looking at cars, because I don't have the down payment yet that I want. So why am I looking? Isn't it like going grocery shopping on an empty stomach? It is. So because these iPhones are run by artificial intelligence and algorithms, when these phones see that you're going to the same websites often, on its own, it'll gather more information on its own about the subject that you've been showing lately, and traffic to those websites where you've been visiting a lot lately. It'll gather those, and it'll send you an email. Hey, Stephanie, just because I know that you've been checking out for these cars, SLK 55 AMG Mercedes, I found a lot of lists for you. Look. That's what your phone does. I'm not kidding. It's like if you go on YouTube, right? And you're researching certain subjects a lot of. Well, guess what your phone will do with the help of YouTube? All on its own, autonomously. It'll start sending you those channels which you think you're interested in without even asking for it. It almost won me over, but I had to back off quickly. So I get on my phone one day, and I notice I'm getting a lot of hits on that car that I like without me even requesting it. Did you know that I found a perfect car without even looking for it? because the algorithms of the algorithms on the phone picked up on my cues. They picked up on my cues of what I'm doing. So it searched it on its own. It says, hey, I know you've been looking for those cars, so I'm going to send you some more. Brr. It sent me the perfect cars, the perfect price, all right? And my head got so absorbed with checking out those sites with those cars I like that I actually started calling the dealerships. Oh yeah. I had to catch myself. I'm like, wait a minute. This cost $36,000. Hey. I probably got it in my budget to buy it. After all, I can get a loan. Not. Okay? Banks are not going to give you 100% financing without a down payment. Otherwise, I have a $600 to $700 a month payment on a car. And what about the insurance on that car? It's about $350 a month. Okay? I immediately caught myself and I said, what am I doing? I'm like, all of a sudden, these cars are all started coming up on my mail list. You got to watch out for these iPhones, these smartphones, and these algorithms and all this stuff, because that's how Facebook makes money off of you. Yeah. You're just an ad campaign. So I'm staying firm to my plans so I don't destroy myself. So what else has been going on? So I've been spending the last couple of days as well putting together my tax preparation forms. I don't like doing taxes. Last year, I did some naughty stuff because of COVID. I withdrew money against my IRA. Okay. Now I got to pay taxes on it. Even though it was only $1,000, okay, I got to pay, I got to show that that's where that money came from. Because Charles Schwab sends notification to the IRS. Okay? It's like an income report. It's considered income. I'm not 59 and a half yet. So they sent me the scheduling or the notification that I got to go ahead and file with my tax preparer. I think they call it a Class C or whatever, something like that. I'm not sure what form it is. And also, because when I sold my truck, the profit I made on my truck when I sold it, it was almost $4,000. That's a capital gains tax that I got to pay on. Okay. When I took out $1,000 from Charles Schwab, my IRA, I filled out my tax form so I can pay taxes in advance, which I did. I paid it at a 12% bracket. Okay, tax bracket. So IRS will see that I paid my taxes on that $1,000, which was about $130 or something like that. However, when I got a check for almost $4,000 as an overage on my car, guess what? I didn't claim it. I didn't pay tax on that. So now I'll be getting hit with that. Okay? Taxes on $4,000. if I have a tax return coming back at the end of my filing, then it'll offset some of my bills that I have, which I might likely have to pay something, because I made over $40,000. Woohoo! You think $40,000 that I made last year was a lot of money? No. Being a single woman, having living expenses and car insurance and health insurance, thank God I don't have a car payment. That's why I got to put a big deposit down in my car to shrink my monthly payments so I can afford it. But being a single woman, living by yourself, and only making $36,000 or $37,000 a year is not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money, especially if you're told by your boss, "Oh, it looks like you're at the top of your pay." Seriously? So, what have I been doing to combat all this and to also meet my plans? I've been looking for a part-time job. That's why I'm doing it. I turned down 3 part-time jobs now. Okay? Because I'm not willing to go clean buildings, all right? Or work as a busser in a restaurant. It's not my deal. I have to find a part-time job that's different from what I do full-time. And I don't want to have pressure on this part-time job, because sometimes I deal with it on my full-time job. So it's going to take time. I could every month save a little bit of money extra to put away for my vehicle, yeah. Or if I get a nice kickback from my IRS, I'll put that towards my savings for my car. But to wrap this up, these are what I'm doing not to fall prey to temptation. Okay, number 1, I'm not looking at cars until I'm ready to buy the car I like and desire, like the one I had. All right? Number 2, I will not go grocery shopping on an empty stomach so I can buy things that I don't need. So what are you guys' temptations, huh? What's so hard about you guys that's different from what I'm going through? How do you guys handle your temptation? If you go to bed at night, do you browse for good deals on some website about something that you're thinking of getting? Is it a big purchase? Is it a small purchase? What I do is, when I go to bed and I can't sleep, maybe I'll read. Or maybe I'll put the music on. Okay? But if I do go on YouTube at night because I can't sleep, I don't go to where the ads are. I stay away from them. I hope you guys found this conversation interesting, because it's something that we all do. All right? And talk to you guys tomorrow. You guys have a nice day. Guys, that concludes this evening's film.